All right, welcome back to our next video here. Today we're going to be doing the walk part two. This is going to be a continuation from one of our first videos that we did in the first segment on the walk with Aries. What we're going to do in this one is we're going to be doing the walk with Aries over here. Today we're going to do the walk carrying a gun. So today, first off, I want to point out this is a safe gun with the breech open, safety on, muzzle will stay in a safe direction. Virtually everything that we do um, with a gun and with gunfire is done with safety in mind. Today, our purpose of doing work with Aries is introducing the walk, which is probably Aries' favorite thing that we do. Um, Getting to go on a walk with me it's enjoyable for both of us, and he knows where we're going. You can see the playful attitude and the jealous barking from everyone behind us. And I'm carrying the gun with us today um, because we want him to associate being outdoors with having a gun with us. Some dogs will get weird about the actual gun object. So it is best to introduce the gun as early as you can in terms of the actual object. You know, you don't have to shoot the thing. You certainly, we are very rarely do we use any live ammo. The only time live ammo is used in training is if we are killing live birds, which has an important purpose. But anytime we are using a gun, we are going to be doing it, and it's make sure that we are being as safe as possible. Also, you know, we have uh, kids help us out with the training, so live ammo is always discouraged unless we absolutely have to. But the gun itself is a critical part of training. We want the dog to be familiar with the object, um, especially if you are running a semi-auto or a pump that has, you know, a well-defined sound. We want the dog to be familiar with those sounds. It's kind of tough to do with only one hand. So we want Aries to be able to hear the gun, see the gun, and know that it's part of our training. So that is step one. Now, rarely does a dog just feel intimidated by the gun object itself. It does happen, but if we do it this way, where early on in the training, the dog has an opportunity to experience the object and see that the object is obviously safe, but also it's not just about making it neutral. And this is an important philosophical point about guns in general when we are adding it to our training work. And that is, we don't want the gun to be neutral. Specifically, we don't want the sound. There goes a group of dove flying over. We don't want the sound of the gun to be neutral. We want guns to be associated with good things, because there are going to be moments in hunting where your dog may hear a blast of muzzle, or your dog may, you know, the first time they hear a big volley go off of, the sniffer's working, huh? Yeah, wind to something. Encourage that. But where the dog is going to have moments, especially in that first season, where they're going to experience loud, intense sounds, and there'll be confusion. And what we want is we want the dog to already have a positive association with the gun, not just be neutral to the gun. So a lot of people introduce like loud sounds, like when the pup is eating. That's an okay thing to do. We're going to introduce gunfire during the next phase of his training, as we do it in conjunction with birds. So ultimately, we want to see a dog who's just out of his mind excited about birds and retrieving, and then is getting the opportunity to go retrieve and have gunfire going off in conjunction with his favorite thing in the world, which is retrieving. So, part 2 of the walk, take your dog for a walk, let him explore. He's going to naturally get more and more and more confident in this process. Take a gun with you. Unloaded, empty gun, run the action. Hey, boy, Aries. Good boy. Enjoy time in the outdoors and take a gun with you so that your dog is used to the actual object.